Hey everyone. It's a gorgeous day. Obviously, we're still in lockdown, and the pandemic still rages on. The government has rolled out its sort of roadmap for opening up again, so that's a positive. If people follow it, that could be tricky. Even, in fact, my landlady is one of my housemates moved out just before this happened again because she's Spanish and she got a job back in Spain, so she basically got the last flight home. So her room has been vacant for the last month or so. And my landlady sent us a message, I think the day before yesterday, saying that on Thursday, so tomorrow, she's going to have somebody view the room, which is ridiculous and borderline illegal. It's certainly against all government guidelines. It shouldn't be done. We don't know who this person is. We don't know where they're coming from. We don't know if they've been isolated or even if they've been sick. So, yeah, she shouldn't really be doing that at all. And but because Irish landlords, we don't have any sort of recourse to it. Even if we were to get like threshold or the guards involved, she can't technically evict us at the moment, but certainly she can make life here a pain, and she could then evict us as soon as that restriction's lifted. So because of dodgy Irish landlords, we're stuck in a situation where we could get sick and die because she wanted an extra €450 a month in rent because of greed. But that's going down a rabbit hole I don't want to go down, because what I want to do is focus on the positives. It's a nice day. I'm back running again. Not much, and I do have to run today, but I'm glad that I was late running because I got a box in the post. So, I love surfing, even though I'm terrible at it. And also I live in Kildare, so we don't have a coastline, and I don't have a car. So, when I was in Great Outdoors, they had an account with a company called Osprey, which does water sports stuff, so surfboards and things. And they also did skateboards. And when I was in charge of special orders, I was looking up the book. What is the word? Catalog. Wow. Okay, I need to wake up some more. But yeah, so I was looking at their catalog of stuff, and there was this one little cruiser skateboard. It was orange with a yellow stripe on it. It just screamed summer, and it was gorgeous. So I tried to order that. I never got it by the time I left, and I think, to be fair, Osprey were out of stock of it, and even looking for it recently, I don't think it's made anymore, but it was a gorgeous little thing. But the reason I wanted it was, one, Newbridge Skate Park was becoming a reality. It wasn't built yet, but it was on the way. And I thought, yeah, look, I was one of those people that passed around petitions and stuff for a skate park when I was 15. I'd love to actually get out there and use this. And also, because I love surfing, just the idea of those sort of pumpy little turns, I like the idea of that. And Newbridge Skate Park in particular, it's built with kind of like a quarter pipe at either end of it that kind of comes around in a curve. So I said, I don't need a board that can do tricks and stuff, but if I can do, like, if I can basically use those curves as a wave, I'd be happy. So the other day, I got my payment for when I was isolating for, in case I was sick. And my mum said, make sure you, like, hold on to some of it, and when this is all over, treat yourself to something. And I thought that's a good idea. And then I thought, this might not be over for a while, and I think actually I saw an ad on Facebook for a decathlon for this particular thing, and I thought, oh, that's an idea. So I started looking it up, and this is the Decathlon Yamba 900 Cruiser skateboard. So I haven't been on a skateboard since I was 15, and I would not have considered myself a skater then. But the idea with the Cruiser skateboard is, I'm not going to be doing tricks. I just want to be able to, like, surf, basically. And I figure I'm not going to get to a beach this year. I'm certainly not going to get onto a surfboard this year. So this is the closest I'm going to get. Being Decathlon, it wasn't actually that expensive. Now there was a smaller version which looks more like your traditional cruiser. What I did was I actually went to my my scooter and I measured the deck of it effectively. So how far apart my feet would be, and this is longer than that, but the shorter board would have fit the deck of the scooter, but then obviously the wheels would be directly beneath it, so whereas on the scooter they're beyond where my feet go. So I figured the slightly longer board will give me a more stable base. Also, this one has a tail and a little bit of a nose as well, so it's kind of a hybrid between a skateboard and a cruiser. But yeah, also, could I afford it? Realistically, it costs like, if I were to have a takeaway pizza, let's say 3 times in the next couple of weeks, this would be paid for. So getting to enjoy myself, getting to surf as close as I can, and not eating pizza that I don't need, I figure altogether it's a win. So let's see how it looks. Also, I was fully planning on going for a run this morning, and I just was distracted, and then the doorbell rang, and I thought, well, I wasn't expecting this until Friday. So yeah, I actually thought it was my housemate was getting something else delivered. Now, so on the website there was this in blue and then a kind of a khaki green. I tried to select the blue, but then there was no add to cart option, so I figured it was just sold out. So I selected the other one, but when I went through payment and everything, it was the blue version, and on the invoice it says the blue version. I can see it's not the blue version, but the blue version looks a lot nicer, and it's got like a palm tree on it. But it doesn't matter. Like, I plan on looking ahead rather than looking down if I can. So, I don't know what this thing is. This seems to be actually how they hung it on the shelf. This is it. It's not enormous, which I'm happy for, which means that if I had gone for the slightly smaller one, it probably wouldn't have suited me. Also, it's got a good wide base, so hopefully it won't fall off. I am actually really looking forward to having to go on this. I can't wait, but in the meantime I do have to go for a run and then get ready for work. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. And I suppose try to look on the bright side whenever you can see a bright side here. Yeah, that's it. Bye. So it's just after 2:15 in the morning, and I'm at the car park outside work because I wanted to skate. The reason it's so late is, well, first, I don't have work until the afternoon tomorrow, and I went for a run when I got home eventually. I met one of the lads who would have been involved with the skate park team yesterday in work, and I mentioned that I'd actually ordered a new board, and the plan was, since restrictions are easing, but also because nobody will be at the park because of the restrictions, I was going to start practicing skate down there, but then I realized this is nice and relatively flat, bit of an incline, but it's smooth, so I said I'd start here, which is good. He said make sure you have pads, which I hadn't thought about, but for anybody who was wondering how long it would take me to fall off my skateboard, about 5 seconds. Literally the first time I stood on it, I fell off and smashed my elbow off the tiled floor because I was in my hallway like an idiot. So tonight after my run, I dug out the pads I got when I got my all-terrain board for kiteboarding, which I haven't done in a while either. And I'm really glad I did, because I fell once, which would have been quite sore without the pads, but was okay with them. But also the ground is nice and smooth, but also a little bit wet because it started to rain literally as soon as I finished my run. But by the time I was done stretching, it had stopped again. But now it is starting to rain again, so I'm going to go in. But yeah, so this was me just hanging out, having fun, and doing some just rolling around incredibly slowly as well, as you can see from the footage. It's not one of those things where it felt so fast, but it looks really slow. It's like, nah, I was going real slow. And certainly a far cry from those pumpy kind of surf turns I was hoping for. But just, yeah, it was fun to be on a skateboard again. It was fun actually that it wasn't the cheap crappy skateboard like the last one that I bought ages ago, when like Pokemon Go was out and everybody's going around on those cheap penny boards, imitation penny boards. I got one and it was dirt. And I realized now actually having good equipment makes things easier. But yeah, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to bed. So, to the next one. Bye.